Mr. Foreman, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my obligation to instruct you in the law, and it is equally your obligation to be guided by the law as I give it to you. That is, you have no choice but to apply the law as I explain it to you in these instructions. And that is not because I'm exercising the authority of a judge. It's for a much higher reason. It's simply that neither of us is above the law. That is, we can't apply it to one case and not in another. And that's the reason, and therefore that is my first instruction. You must apply the law to the facts that you and you alone will find. In these instructions, I'm going to discuss with you some general principles that apply to all criminal cases, and then I'm going to discuss with you the special principles, specific matters rather, that apply to the particular charges in this case. I think it's going to be helpful in explaining these principles to discuss first the respective roles of the participants to a trial. Attorneys have a very grave responsibility. It's their role to present the evidence in the way that's most helpful to their respective positions. My role is to see to it that there is an orderly trial and to rule on questions of evidence and to instruct you in the law as I am now doing. Your role is equally important. You and you alone determine what the facts are. In a sense, you're judges when you do that, and just as I'm the judge of the law, you're the judges of the facts. No one is permitted to interfere in my role as a judge of the law. By the same token, no one can interfere with your role as judges of the facts. In deciding what the facts are and the means by which you're going to make those decisions, you have certain tools available to you. The main one is your own common sense and your general life experiences. I stress to you that it's your function alone. No one else, not the judge, not the lawyers, or anyone else can interfere with that function. If in the course of closing arguments, and of course closing arguments are helpful and legitimate, but if in the course of closing arguments either counsel gave you an impression as to how you must find facts, or called to your attention some matters in evidence that you don't remember collectively, then you're free to ignore that because it's your memory of what the testimony and the evidence was that controls. It is for you alone to make these decisions without pressure or interference from anyone.